Hello everybody, it's me, Magic, and today we're back at it again with Lords and Villains. I'll have to refresh my memory on what precisely we were doing. Oh yeah, I made a note of this in the last video, but all of these crops are dying because it just turned to summer. I did a little bit of screwing around, a little bit of research and a little bit of thinking and that sort of stuff, and I have come to realize I was playing this game a little wrong. First of all, you don't want your villains to be selling stuff, because if they sell stuff, then one family is going to accrue all of the wealth, at least at the beginning of the game, and that's not going to be any good. Second thing, this inn is going to be our first good source of money. So once that gets built up, other families will start to visit us. Yep. Speaking of which, so that I don't have to give families resources manually, I'm going to be building a storefront there for them. So one thing that I learned while researching, first of all, this inn layout is awful. Don't replicate this inn layout. If you want an effective inn, just put all the beds like next to each other in one room. Everybody will be perfectly happy with that. But one thing that I learned was that, well, obviously the most important thing to take care of is food first and foremost. You want to be producing food that the villains can. You want the farms to be producing ingredients that are used for normal meals, not simple meals. The reason for this is because simple meals will tank the happiness of your villains very quickly. Faster than a submarine sinking in Jupiter's atmosphere. Clothing is a secondary concern right now, but you do need some way of producing clothing before like your third winter, I want to say, because that's about the time that you start running out of clothes and they start freezing to death. Another thing is as you can see, I got rid of the marketplace because that's useless for us right now. Coins at this point in the game serve only to redistribute resources according to the needs of the peasantry. And considering that they can just get it all from my farm, I'm not going to bother with that. One other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to tax the ever-living hell out of these families. 75% of their resources will be going to me. The reason for that is because I will then be giving those resources away for free. And the reason for that is because we don't want to have any weird economic bullshit going on. So now we just have to wait for these guys to finish giving us straw so that the inn can be made. The best plant for straw is definitely oat. If you're looking at just pure production, rice, carrots, and corn are definitely the best. Corn and carrots are really good because they can be grown in seasons that are right next to each other. So if you plant corn in summer, it's not going to die in autumn. Same thing with carrots in spring, because, you know, spring, summer, whatever. That helps you stockpile food. And I've set everything else to 1 except for rye, barley, and wheat, because those are basically useless. Like, bread and grain are pretty shit ways of feeding your villains. Those are for later in the game when you want to give people some luxuries and that sort of, you know, needless garbage. So some buildings in this game, some furniture and whatever, require carpenters to build, and those are mid-game families that you can get. You don't want to get them early in the game because they just suck money out of you. Back to what I was saying about cooking and farming. Simple meals only require 1 ingredient, and they're about the same as eating that ingredient raw, so the villains frickin' hate it. They hate it so much that if you get a caravan, they will spend all of their money on butter and milk and cheese and some higher tier cooking ingredients because they cannot stand to eat simple meals. Normal meals require 2 ingredients, equal weights of each ingredient, so like a pumpkin I think weighs like 200 grams, and then a carrot weighs like 100 grams or something, so you need 2 carrots and 1 pumpkin for... Well, it's that ratio, because you need 750 grams of ingredients to make 3 meals. And then about half of that needs to be one ingredient, and about half of that needs to be another ingredient. And normal meals are super important for your villains. That's what you want most of all to begin with. Because if you don't get normal meals set up for your villains, they are going to be extremely cranky. Their happiness is going to deteriorate sometime in winter or something, maybe spring or summer of the next year. They eat a lot. So it is, why is the Gerard family so unhappy? Needs like hunger, sleep, and socialization. Factors like health issues, rural reputation, and others. Why are they unhappy? What's going on, you guys? Maybe grandma has cancer or something. Are you guys starving? Are you guys surviving on like simple meals, which you hate? Is their house too crowded or something? I mean, that's a possibility. Certainly hope that is not what's going on, because that would just irritate me. I wish that I could take a look at what has been impacting their mood, but I don't know how. I don't know what I'm going to look at. Why are you unhappy? Tell me why. Do you guys need something? Wah, I don't understand. Why you are unhappy? I don't know. Look, they're doing work, and their contentment is still, you know, high enough. Sorry, happiness. I don't know why they're so unhappy. I'm gonna assume that it's like the house is too small for them or something like that. Oh yeah, and before I get distracted again, some closing thoughts on cooking and farming. Villains need 500 grams of food per day, so 2 meals. And I think a year is 60 days long. I think it's 15 days per... Is it 16 or 15 days per season? I'm not sure. I'm gonna assume it's 15 because 15 is a nice even number. Which would give us a 60-day year. Well, it's even if you multiply it by 4, because 16 times 4 would give us 64. Yeah, so because there's 60 days in a year, and one villain needs to eat 500 grams per day, that comes out to roughly 30,000 grams of food per year. And if you multiply that across a family, give or take, you're going to have to feed people about 600,000 grams of food per year to begin with. And that's not actually, that's not that bad. That's 600 kilograms of food. Haha, I speak metric. Oh, it's because I seized straw from them. You remember that? Okay. I'm going to donate some stuff to Gerard family. I'll donate you guys 3 gold. I'll donate 4 clothes. I'll donate 100 meals. Boom. Okay. Now their reputation should be better. There we go. Much better. And with a better reputation, their mood should be better. There you go. Lesson learned. If you seize something from a family, everybody else is going to hate that family for some reason. Or maybe that's just how much the family likes you as the ruler. I feel like it's how the family feels about you. Yeah, but I'm not sure. Also, I was dumb. I could just toggle allow building on or off and, use it as planning mode. So, me complaining about that is a moot point. What we need to work on doing is basically satisfying the food needs of our village, so making sure that we're producing enough food that we can sustain ourselves. And then we need to work on getting another farming family that can raise sheep so that we can make clothing, because clothing is the easiest thing to produce that caravans actually want to buy. For now, the inn is the only way that we can actually make any money for the town as a whole. And that's okay. It's just, it'll be a little while. You know, we're starting up. These are architects. They build, like, top-tier things, like fireplaces and that sort of stuff. Smelters, carpentry. Yeah, these are the guys that we don't want right now. Let's check back in with this inn. Wow, it's completely unfinished. I'm just going to make this a little bit, more... What's the word? Sensible? Yeah, I'm gonna make this a little bit more sensible. And that expands our inn's capacity to something that's more respectable. 7 days until the Sunday service day. I don't know what that is. I guess it's a church thing. But we don't have any church. And we don't have any clergy, so it doesn't matter to us. Is our forestry family doing better? Yeah, they're a lot happier. Wow. Cool. Okay, I'm glad that they're a lot happier. Giannis, how are you feeling? You're feeling okay. That's good. It looks like you're feeling a little bit better than you were. Seems like the families like you a little bit more. Okay. What? Ah! Was it this bitch? Oh my god. I think she just stole a bunch of stuff. Are you kidding me? She's the only one awake. She just went over there, took something from that. Did she take a bunch of coins? Oh my god, you fucking asshole. We're just starting out. You don't steal while we're just starting out. What is wrong with you? Well, anyway. Here are the resources you are obliged to provide me in 1 year from now. Do not disappoint me. Yeah, I misread that, but whatever. It does show us. We don't even have to look over here. Yeah, we're fine. Why does he want straw? Whatever, I don't give a shit why he wants straw. Excuse me. Let's see. Where is, wood? Wood. 200 is fine. Wood rod. 150. Also, I just realized I have to pause the game while I do this because the peasants might go and spend their money on this shit, and I don't want them spending their money on this. It should be free. Now, finally, we can build this inn. That's good. Very good. Just gonna sip some more on my coffee. Uh-oh. You have trapped yourself because you are an idiot. Come along, say the word with me, idiot. That's what you are. Fucking idiot. This pisses me off. Like, well, I don't know. AI can be tricky, but please, for the love of pathfinding, please give the villains decent pathing AI when they're building something. Like, don't have them build in such a way that they are going to trap themselves. That's really irritating. No more shall you thieve from us. And by us, I mean them. Absolute jerks. And we are taking your side yard. Because you had the audacity to steal from us. No more. What are you guys talking about? You talking about the thievery that you did yesterday? Or, well, a few days ago? One thing that I just realized I need to do is you are no longer doing this for free. Hold on, let me just fucking... I need to know how much money this family makes off of this inn. I don't know how much money this inn brought in last season, for instance. I'm going to make a bad assumption, because I have nothing to actually go off of, I'm going to say that it's probably bringing in about 3 gold, 2 gold per season. I'm going to bring that up to 50 silver because I think that that is going to be okay. And that'll bring us a little bit of income, you know. I think months and months ago when I first touched this game, with my little grabby hands, always curious for new adventures, all of my villagers ended up freezing to death in the winter because I didn't roof their houses. Look at these wolves, I don't like them. Why do they bark? Whap, 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 whap. Alright. They're not cute, they're scary and evil and will kill us. Yes, we accept you. Oh, wait, we don't have a place to keep you, though. That's... I should have thought about that before accepting them. It's just, I got so excited to accept a new family, I didn't think. I was also working on my computer earlier today. A whole bunch of dust flew out of there. It was like it's like an angry hornet's nest. Just absolutely pissed off at me for trying to clean it out. I installed a new hard drive. Not a solid state drive. Hard drive. Because I was running out of space on my old one because I make a lot of footage that nobody ever sees. It's all private footage. Because, well, I used to obsessively record my play sessions when I was younger for games that I'd play online, and I'm actually really thankful that I did that because now that I'm older, I can go back and look at those, and it's really cool to see how I used to be when I was, you know, way back in 2013 or 2014, because I don't have the best memory, and it's just, for fuck's sake, what are you guys doing? Yeah, because I don't have the best memory, and it gives me a sense of comfort to have that still in my life all these years later, you know? Anyway. Yeah, so that's what I did, and now my room is full of dust. Just a pro tip, by the way, when you're dusting, don't dust with like a duster, dust with a wet cloth, or else the dust will go everywhere and it will aggravate asthma, for instance, allergies. It will give you pain, trust me. That's where my sniffly nose is coming from right now. Why couldn't the farmer upgrade his farm? Because there was a hay wall. It's funny because it's, you know, instead of a paywall, teehee, it's a hay wall. So yeah, I need to figure out how to make wooden rods. Actually, you know what? Let me look it up. Okay, yeah, so it does come from the foragers, and it comes as a byproduct of cutting down trees. So it's not directly produced, it's just when they chop a tree down, they also make wooden rods. Ooh, a farming family! A farming family, that's exactly what we want. Wait. Oh shit, we don't have the materials to house them. Of course. Of course I would accept them, because we don't have the materials to house them. God damn it. I'm just worried that they're gonna freeze to death. And then everybody will get mad at me, and they'll be like, ooh, it's your fault, Giannis, and I'll be like, no it isn't. But it will be my fault, and I'll be lying to them. And lying is wrong. See, the thing is like, I don't like the idea of, like, being in these cramped quarters. Like, they have kids. How do they fuck? Like, how do they get free time away in private? You know what I mean? These poor villagers, they're gonna die. It's gonna be my fault. I did overextend myself by getting 2 new families, just before winter came, so that is totally on me. I only hope that they do not suffer as a result of that. Look at these pumpkins. Apparently you can make, like, jack-o'-lanterns with pumpkins or something like that. Yeah. That's nice. Are they... Has a romantic meeting. You mean they're fucking? Oh my god. They are old people! Can you imagine, like, locking your children out of the house in the middle of winter? Just being like, you can't come into the house even though it's snowing outside because we need some private mommy and daddy time. Mommy, I'm freezing. My fingers are blue. I can't feel them anymore. Not now, Timmy. Ah, the wolves! Ah! Timmy, shut the fuck up. I don't know. I don't know if this is like freezing cold or if it's livable. I don't have enough to roof over that area, unfortunately. Yeah, so they're just gonna have to use their tiny AI brains and live in that area. I mean, sleep in that area. They're not going to. I know how they operate. They're not going to sleep in this area. They're gonna sleep in this area, and a few lucky semi-intelligent beings are going to sleep in this area. See, look at them. We like the cold. We like being snowed on. Speak of the devil. And by the devil, I mean the snow. Speak of the snow. We're all congregating in the open air inn. It's kind of cool to have an open air inn, right? And by cool, I mean freezing. I wish there were a way to say, sell this much overstock. So sell to a minimum of this, right? So like, ooh, if you have 100 stone left, don't sell any stone. But if you have more than 100 stone left, sell all the stone you want. Now, sheep are going to go in this area. This family is going to take care of them. They'll shear them. The wool will be sold to the tailor, or I will confiscate it. It depends on how late in the game we are. And I'll give it to the tailor. The tailor will make clothes, we'll sell the clothes, and we'll have an income. We can use that income to finance more families and buy more stuff and shit like that. Nope. What we do want are more farmers and more foragers, and we do have 2 farming families and 2 foraging families, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. Hey, look at that. We got one more day until winter's over. How exciting. Hey, taxes. So I don't want my villagers buying anything from these caravans, but they will. That'll be a drain on our resources. That's why I've been, reluctant to do anything about it. So what I'm doing right here is I'm basically making a little apple orchard, because that will automatically feed the sheep once I get them, I think. If I did this right, I'm not sure if I did. But yeah, we survived the winter. Everyone's doing fine. I'm happy about that. Means I don't have to feel guilty about having killed everyone. That's great. Oh shit! I just remembered. I forgot to assign this zone to a family. I forgot to assign this to the farming family, which means that our sheep has been wandering around. There's our single sheep. Ooh, we got our first wool. Oh! I'm gonna request it from the king. Oh my god, thank you. Where are fireplace? Oh, they're under decorations. Yeah, I don't like that because they're functional. Like, they give off heat. They're important. They're listed as decorations, and that strikes me as a little off. Alright. We are going to assign this to the tailors. There we go. I think that's the tailoring space that I'm gonna do. I should not have a well in the middle of that, jeez. Anyway, there we go. As long as I'm getting 50 silver per season from the inn, I'm going to divide that up evenly amongst my families. And what that means is that I'll change. Oh no. Okay, so I have to give each of the families like a little zone that kind of doesn't do anything. I'll assign you to the Ventress family, and oop, that's not the right one. Ventress, there we go. And it'll be a stewardry, and I'll give you 8 silver. Oh, I see. You receive 100% of the production. Oh my god. I had no idea. I should have read that. Because I want 100% of their production. Oh my god, it should be stewardry. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Oh no, I need a carpenter to build these? I guess we'll request one from the king. Anyway, I mean, our little village is kind of bustling about now. We got quite a few buildings down, my shitty hovel on the outskirts of town. Our families are happy. I think. Families are probably happy. Yeah, they're pretty okay. Everyone's doing okay. The tailoring family is really happy, actually. I'm not so happy, but you know what? I think we've done a good job here. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this quick exploration of Lords and Villains. And as always, I'll post a link to the game in the description below so you can purchase it if you would like it. I certainly had fun designing this little village and managing what was going on. And I look forward to seeing how it evolves in the future, but for now, our little exploration is over. So I guess we'll have to leave the people of my village to fend for themselves now. I'll see you all next time. Have a nice day. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.